Welcome to Emotions and Stories. Sometimes the silence speaks and shouts, but still it leaves so many questions unanswered, so many mysteries unsolved. Our today's story is about a silent room. So let's begin today's story, The Silent Room. It was 6:48 a.m. when the milkman found the main gate of the Roy bungalow slightly ajar. Unusual. In this quiet corner of Alipur, Kolkata, where families locked gates even during afternoon naps. By 7:15 a.m. the police had arrived. Inside the grand but aging home, the living room was eerily silent. On the Persian carpet lay Arjun Roy, 28, heir to the Roy construction empire. His neck twisted at an unnatural angle, eyes open, mouth slightly parted. Seated on either side of him, motionless, were his parents, Summer Roy, 62, and Kalpana Roy, 59. Neither crying, neither speaking, just staring. Inspector Javed Hussain had handled enough high profile cases to know when something felt off. There was no sign of forced entry. The CCTV camera at the front porch had mysteriously stopped recording at 2:07 am. Inside, one wine glass was shattered on the floor. Another sat untouched on the center table. No blood, no visible weapon. The preliminary report suggested strangulation or a snapped neck. At 9 am, Kalpana finally spoke, her voice dry and slow. He came home drunk again, argued with Summer about the company, about selling land illegally. I told them both to stop. Then I went to bed. When I came down at 6, he was already gone. She paused, looked at her husband. Summer was sitting right here, like this, just staring. Summer didn't speak, not when asked directly, not even when shown his son's phone, which had a 15-second voice note unsent but recording was done at 2:04 am. The voice note had only two words, whispered and trembling. She knows. And 10:15 am, Arjun's elder sister, Malvika, who lived in Delhi, landed in Kolkata. She was crying, but she wasn't shocked. I told him last week, Ma wasn't doing well. She has been seeing a therapist. She has these blackouts, forgetfulness, and she gets aggressive if anyone mentions it. She hesitated. He said if she ever found out about the investigation into Dad's old deals, she might do something stupid. At noon, the housemaid Parvati, who had worked with the family for 18 years, finally arrived. She had missed the chaos due to a temple visit. What she said made Jadhav pause. I saw Kalpana Madam going to Arjun Baba's room at night. Around 1:30 am, she was carrying something in her hand. A shawl, I thought. Then the maid started frowning. But when she came out, she was crying, clutching her head. And then came the shocker of the case. Forensic report showed no signs of struggle. No broken bones, no bruises. Just a clean dislocation of the neck, done expertly. Like someone knew exactly how much pressure to apply. A doctor, perhaps? Or someone who might be trained in physiotherapy. Kalpana Roy had dropped out of a physiotherapy course 35 years ago. But Summer Roy? He had completed his degree. When Javed returned to question Summer again, the old man finally spoke. I did not kill my son. I only watched it happen. Javed's brows rose. You saw your wife do it? Summer looked at his hands, then up at the ceiling. I I saw a mother lose herself, not to madness, Inspector, but to shame. She found out what Arjun had done, the land scam, the black money, the girlfriend he kept hidden in Thailand. She said he had become just like me. Javed was absolutely shocked with this. Did you try to stop her? Summer didn't answer. After some time, he said she used my hands. She placed them on his neck and guided them. And I let her. No fingerprints, no solid confession. Two parents, one dead son, and too many buried truths. The case remains open, but the file on Roy versus Roy gathers dust. In the Roy bungalow, the Persian carpet was never replaced because Summer still sits there every morning, simply staring at the empty floor. And Kalpana, she no longer remembers if her son ever lived there at all. So the silence has kept them a prisoner to their own truth and reality. I hope you enjoyed today's story. Do let us know in the comments what you think about it. Thank you.